Metaphors and allegories are wonderful things. The grass is always greener, the boy who cried wolf, or a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. These and other amazing little quips have been able to capture very complex ideas and distill them into only a sentence or two. As a writer of things, I can only hope to create such timeless words. There's a dark side, though. Sometimes metaphors encourage negative thoughts and preparations which can lead to dire consequences. We may need to twist a lens and look at these cute little metaphors with some suspicion. How about this one? Does carrying an umbrella cause it to rain? Well, maybe. The metaphor of the umbrella sounds simple enough, yet it raises the critical question of whether I should prepare for negative outcomes in all areas of my life. Should I avoid putting all my eggs in one basket, put a little money aside for a rainy day, or generally have a backup plan just in case? Now, the actual issue is something known as causality. In our case, did the umbrella cause the rain, or was the rain a coincident action that would have happened anyway? This is a deeply complex question because the human brain is always looking for causality, even when there isn't any. Magicians, fortune tellers, and writers of horoscopes would all be out of work if this phenomena wasn't true. Humans crave cause and effect and don't like ideas that are open-ended. Greg Moore was a Canadian IndyCar driver who famously refused to consider any outcome but success. He made no plans for a possible crash. He never practiced getting out of a damaged or burning car, and said that even 10% of negative focus robbed him of 100% positive focus. One basket, all his eggs. And he was very successful for a long time, and this attitude served him well. And then tragically, Mr. Moore died in a racing accident at the peak of his career. Cause and effect, or coincidence? So here's the big idea. How can I ever get really good at something if I'm worried about being bad? Throughout the course of every day, I make dozens of decisions in my business and personal life. What if this? What if that? Each has a pro and a con, a cause and effect, that considers the negative outcomes in nearly every case. When did that practice start? As a child, I never considered that Christmas might not come or that the corner store would be out of candy in exchange for my nickel. It never crossed my mind to comb my hair or care about the impact my clothes might have on how I might be judged. Somewhere along the way, caution and concern replaced my unbridled enthusiasm, and my piggy bank, which really just held money for my new bike, instead became a savings account in case the roof leaked or I lost my job or any other number of negative thoughts that forced their way into my mind. It's an important conundrum because it just feels right to be prudent, and yet I'm told that fortune favors the bold as well. So how can I plan to fall forward to be my very best if I'm always planning to fall back onto something? Now, the military, they take a different approach. They plan for the worst and hope for the best. But in that line of work, life and death stuff, maybe that's the only safe approach. Now, perhaps there's a middle ground. These days, I try to be excessively self-aware and entirely focused on positive outcomes in all but the most important decisions in my life. I seldom plan for negative events. I banish all thoughts of failure from my mind. I commit to success and always work from yes to no until they turn out the lights and tell me to go home. Now, some might call that approach delusional, and I'm good with that. Umbrellas cause rain. 3 small words with an enormous potential impact. Optimizing or limiting? It's hard to say, but I now always add those 3 small words to all my decision-making processes.